Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the LSU Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. The run inside. It's Bishop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready. Black 88. Black 88. Go!
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Black 14. Black 14. Ready, go!
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on 4th down? Does your defense have to be on the field ready for that? Might they line up in a punt formation and try to fake it potentially? You could see that. You know, there are a lot of coaches early.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll go with Durham. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I like it. it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air, it's Levin. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Green. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. He just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a hit. And it's a sack.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 and 2nd and 14. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Could be an alley. Got enough for the 1st. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Berry. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to him on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Maybe some room here. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete, out left to Wilson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Matthews. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Running inside. It's Bishop. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Vols come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Using his legs, it's Bishop. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes him throw to the hand. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that puts him directly at 100 rushing for the day. He's shown you a little bit of everything, right? Shown you the speed, showed the quickness, the ability to break tackles, and obviously some durability to now get up to 100 yards on the day.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. This time he wants to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Turning it on. The 30, past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play, that will do. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the right. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. He'll loft one deep down the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And back to the air on second down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Durham. That should be the final play of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with the Washington State Cougars taking on the number 15 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's Washington State coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch at the 20. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. In the red area, it's Durham. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Here's Durham. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs Just a few more. He stops short of the goal line. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. He gets away. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Unloads to the wideout. The short hands. It's Jackson. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Volunteer. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Run in the red zone, it's Bishop. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on 1st and goal that can maybe back them up.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now from the 2-yard line after the incompletion, it's 3rd and goal. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Complete to the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Makes the catch. It's Green. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense here.
Caught, and he's got room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw, it's Levin. He's got it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for the quarterback, right? He's faced a lot of pressure. He's been hit a lot of times in this game, and it's starting to affect his body language. That time, throwing off his back leg, he just has never felt comfortable in the pocket, and that's why he's thrown incompletions.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Tigers are back on top.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The happens here. Offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. LSU quick to the line.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can...
Upstairs, he's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Levin. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz.
There's a crease. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. On first down, it's Durham again. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give on the counter. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. Looking to throw for it. Got his man in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
To the air on 1st down. Hit as he throws. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And the Vols are rolling down the field. Run inside. It's Bishop. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is a
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Under fire. And down he goes.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. Now they'll put their heads together over on the sideline. They'll start on the ground with Dura. Makes it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
On the ground, it's Berry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. It's complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And the chance for victory is straight ahead. A field goal attempt from right down the middle. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he got it! And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream